Hi, in this video, we will discuss a sci-fi action film. In this film, the population has reached over 10 billion, and climate change has damaged Earth's ecosystem, which means more people and less food. So to combat that, scientists invented a new kind of seed which will grow despite the harder conditions. But eating food grown from that seed increased the rate of multiple births and babies born with genetic defect. To save Earth, and one-act child policy was proposed by Dr. Michael Kagan. And if there are any siblings, then they are forced into cryosleep. The movie opens with babies in the aquarium. We learn that there are a total 7 of them. And this man, Terence Setman, is their grandfather. The doctor asks him how is he going to hurt them, as 6 of them will be considered illegal and will be taken away by the Bureau. Terence says he will manage, so the doctor asks him what is he going to name them. Terence then decides to name his grandchildren after 7 days of the week.
It's Sunday. We see Sunday leaving her house and she is inspected at a checkpoint if she's the only child. She passes and so the guards let her go. On her commute, she sees a girl, an illegal born child, being dragged away for processing. She records it all on her bracelet. On her way back home, she buys rat meat for dinner. She does retinal scan to enter her apartment, and then for the first time, we see the septuplets all together at once. They eat the rat Sunday bought for dinner. We cut to a flashback. Terence tells the siblings that a career will be chosen for them based on their combined talents. So to test them, he gives them an equation to solve and sees Friday excel at it. Terence then builds a hiding room for the siblings. He hides the entrance behind the wall mirror and installs a secret button in the bookshelves. He also then trains them to hide there in case anyone comes. Then we see Terence tinker with the Bureau-issued bracelets while Friday stands by and watches her grandfather. Terence tells the siblings that for their own safety, they're only allowed to go out individually 1 day a week. Sunday go out on Sundays, Mondays on Monday, so on and so forth. Outside of the house, they adopt a singular identity of Karen Setman, named after their mother. But at home, they can be whoever they want. Then we see Sunday go to school for the first time. She records everything on her bracelet and later shares it with her siblings. We cut back to present day, where Sunday is showing her siblings what she witnessed in the morning. While they watch it on the screen, Thursday says that maybe going to cryosleep is not that bad and that she hates being Karen Setman. Hearing this, Monday gets very angry and tells Thursday that this is her family and she should learn to accept it. Hearing this response from her sister makes Thursday very angry, so she decides to leave for her room. The movie cuts to yet another flashback. We see Friday leaving for school with her grandpa. Thursday, being the rebellious one, notices the absence of her grandfather. She decides to sneak out of her house. And come evening, Thursday still isn't back. Everyone worries if she has been found by the Bureau. They hear somebody knock on the door, thinking it's the Bureau. The girls go and hide in the secret room, except for one of them doesn't hide. And Terence gets his gun, but when he opens the door, he finds Thursday instead. Thursday has cut her finger. Now she looks different than the other girls. Terence addresses her wound while Thursday yells at him for not allowing her to go outside more often. Then he calls Monday. He asks her to be brave and set an example for her sisters. While heating up a knife over a stove, he tells them whatever happens to one of you happens to one of you. Monday then asks him if it's going to hurt, to which he says yes and proceeds to cut her finger. The next day, Monday gets ready for work. It's her day out. She takes the same path as of Sunday, but at checkpoint, a guard fights with her. He tells her dad that he's only posted there on Mondays, but he hates the Monday shifts, except when he gets to see her. Her scan shows an issue, but the guard lets her pass anyway, and she reaches her office on time. While taking the elevator, she meets Jerry. Jerry acts like a complete asshole towards Monday. We learn that they are competing for the same promotion. On leaving the elevator, Jerry tells Monday that he knows her secret arrived. Even that GPS shows no signal. The sisters think that she might be hurt, so they send Tuesday to find her sister, which she thinks is a very bad idea. But Thursday convinces her. At her office, Tuesday finds that they got promoted, but Monday left early to celebrate at the bar. And then at the bar, she got into a fight with Zeri. Thursday tells Tuesday that now she has to go to Zeri, but before she could, Tuesday gets captured by the Bureau agents, who also take away her bracelet. She is then taken to the Bureau. The agent from before notices her. Tuesday then meets Cayman, who tells that she knows everything and calls her grandpa a selfish man for hiding the siblings. Some agents then take her away. Joe takes out a knife and he attacks Tuesday while the other 2 agents pin her against the wall. Meanwhile, back at home, on their security cam feed, the girls observe several agents entering their house. They employ an eyeball to bypass the security system, but the girls take refuge in the hidden chamber. Thursday searches for her grandpa's gun, only to discover the locker is empty. The revelation surprises her. One of the intruders activates the switch, uncovering the concealed sisters. The sisters are forced out of their hiding place. They're also inquired upon the 5th girl, Thursday. However, just then, Thursday strikes one of the agents with a crowbar. The fight erupts between the agents and the siblings. The sisters fight back and manage to kill all the intruders.
But Sunday is shot and dies. We cut to Cayman, who hands Joe a picture of Jerry, instructing him to handle the situation. Wednesday prepares herself to search for a missing sister. Friday attaches a camera to her clothes. She also takes one of the intruder's guns with her. She arrives at Jerry's house while her sisters watch everything through the camera. Jerry asks Wednesday if they have a deal. Confused, Wednesday responds, "What deal?" Jerry tells her in exchange for her promotion, he promises not to reveal her secret to anyone. Believing that Jerry may have betrayed them, she pulls out a gun. Jerry tells her that she's lucky that it's him who found out about the contract. After pressing Jerry further, he reveals the illegal contracts he made. His siblings had no prior knowledge of this contract. Wednesday insists that Jerry show her the contract. Just as he is about to show her, he gets shot by a sniper. Thursday quickly realizes the danger and takes cover behind a nearby couch. She swiftly transfers the contract to Friday. She then leaps out of a window, landing in an empty trash bin, and is immediately pursued by more agents. Meanwhile, back at home, the agent from before shows up at their house. He then asks Saturday if she's not going to invite him in. Saturday decides to let him in. He then begins to behave very inappropriately towards him. But when Friday asks him to stop, he surprisingly stops and says he thought she was into this sort of thing. We cut to Wednesday, who is still being pursued by the agents. Friday then attaches a device to Saturday's bracelet and asks her to sync it with the agent. Saturday then leaves with the agent. Friday then gets back to helping Wednesday. Wednesday finally reaches the rooftop and feels relief if she wants to make her escape. Initially hesitant, Wednesday eventually gathers the courage and decides to take the leap. But then from the other side, Joe arrives and shoots her in the midair. The agents then place her body in a bag. Friday reviews the contract and discovered that it's an illegal fund transfer presented as a donation to Cayman's political campaign by Karen Setman. Thursday figures that it could be connected to the promotion they got. They learn that Karen Setman has not yet signed the contract. We then see Saturday in an intimate scene with the agent. He then quickly sinks both of their bracelets. Back at home, Friday successfully gains access to the bureau server and identifies who they believe to be Monday. Saturday discovers that the man in question is Adrian, who has been in a relationship with Monday for months. She then shares this information with her sisters. Suddenly, agents appear behind Saturday. At the same time, Joe arrives at the siblings' house. Saturday gets shot. At the same time, Thursday and Friday are also ambushed. Friday attempts to save her pictures, while Thursday tries to make her escape. Then Thursday pursues Friday to escape together. Once Thursday escapes, Friday decides to return. Then she places spray cans in the microwave and sets the timer for 1 minute. After setting up the microwave, she returns to her computer. Thursday pleads with Friday to return. She refuses, and as the agents stand at their front door, the timer hits 0 and the entire apartment explodes. Thursday witnesses flames erupting from the window. She breaks down in tears and eventually loses consciousness. Adrian catches wind of the explosion over his police radio. He quickly gets into his vehicle and rushes to Karen's house and discovers Friday's lifeless body. While he's getting back at his vehicle, Thursday attacks him with a piece of glass, accusing Adrian of betrayal. Adrian quickly realizes her identity. Thursday decides to let him in on their secret. Adrian confesses that he loves Karen and swears that he will never betray her. Thursday implores Adrian that if he truly loves Karen, then he will help us. Next, we see Adrian pushing a stretcher with the body bag on it. Thursday is hiding inside the body bag. When they arrive at the cryo lab, Thursday observes a girl being placed into cryo sleep. The little girl inquires of the nurse whether it will hurt.
The nurse smiles and says no.
Thursday discreetly records everything on her bracelet. Next, the cryopod is filled with substance that resembles gases. Suddenly, a fire is ignited within those gases. In there, nothing but ashes remains of the little girl. Next, we see the nurse approach Thursday. Thursday then kicks the nurse into the cryopod and swiftly closes its door. The male nurse launches an attack on Thursday using his syringe, but Thursday empowers him and stabs him. Following the altercation, she discovers Monday, but instead she finds Tuesday, now scared and missing an eye. Then we see Monday entering Cayman's camp, while Thursday asks Tuesday to swap clothes with her. We see Cayman telling Monday not to have any second thoughts about signing the contract and that she is holding her sister captive. Thursday devises a plan to bring down Nicolette Cayman. Thursday then proceeds to Cayman's event where Cayman is about to deliver a speech. But upon seeing Cayman's arrival, she quickly exits the scene. We see Joe arriving at the Tuesday's empty cell. While Tuesday uses Adrian as a hostage to lowering the defenses and gain access to the server room. Thursday slips into a bathroom while Adrian and Tuesday are ambushed by Joe and his associates. Monday enters the same bathroom and carrying her grandpa's gun. Thursday realizes that it was Monday who betrayed them. Monday confesses that she didn't want her sisters to die. She fell in love with Adrian and desired a life with him. Both sisters engage in a fist fight. We hear the gunshot as gun goes off, pressed between the two sisters. Then we see only one of them exit the bathroom. Back at the server room, Tuesday successfully uploads the video taken by Thursday. Children did not suffer. And then she proceeds to attack who she thinks is Monday but turns out to be Thursday. The actual Monday makes her way to the hall and she points the gun at them. But then Joe arrives at the scene and shoots down Monday. But then Adrian shoots Joe. Thursday sees her sister lying on the floor. Then we are taken back to another flashback to the day when Terence cut off Monday's finger. The same night, Monday hears her grandpa crying And as he approaches him, he tells her that he's just trying to protect them. We return to present day. We see Thursday holding her sister's hand. Monday pleads with Thursday, repeating herself to not let them take them away. While doing so, she places Thursday's hand on her belly. The screen fades to black. We hear from the news that one child act policy has been repealed and Cayman is now facing the death penalty. Then we see Monday's twin babies in a container and Tuesday undergoes surgery to receive a new eye. When Adrian compliments her on her new arm, Tuesday tells him that she has changed her name to Trey, and Thursday fully embraced her identity as Karen Sutton. The film ends with the camera zooming out, revealing many newborn babies now free to live their lives.